I was able to get one of these portable sundials called a Sunwatch on eBay. They were first available through the Boy Scouts of America in the 1920s. It was manufactured by the Ansonia Clock Company of Brooklyn, New York. This one is complete with box and instructions. It's about 2 by 3 inches in size. That would be similar to many portable dials dating back to the 1600s. Outdoor Life magazine, still in publication, carried ads that promoted it for the Scouts in their readership. Its hinged brass case is released by applying pressure to the knob. Opening the dial, the gnomon is lifted to one of the 3 latitude angles engraved on its side. It has a built-in compass with a scale for applying a magnetic correction. This is to align it with geographic north. I'm adjusting it here, and it takes a moment for the compass to settle down. And you can see that the lid includes tables of information to help with setting it up properly. Typical of all horizontal dials, it would be aligned with the north-south meridian. The slope of the gnomon would be raised to match the slope of the latitude. East and west, always at 90 degrees to the meridian along the 6 o'clock line and touching the base of the gnomon's style. The Sunwatch includes hour lines for 3 latitudes, 35 degrees along its perimeter, 40 degrees around the octagon, and 45 degrees around the circle. Correspondingly, those 3 latitudes are engraved on the side of the gnomon to help set it at the matching slope. This is a good example of hour lines being latitude specific on a horizontal dial. Set for 45 degrees, the shadow of the style touches 10:05 on the inner dial ring. But we can see that the hour lines for the other 2 latitudes would give us different and erroneous time readings. The built-in compass has a scale for magnetic correction east or west to properly set the compass needle. Here I used 14.5 degrees west to align the Sunwatch with geographic north. The tables assist with its alignment and then conversion of local apparent time to standard time. The first column lists major U.S. cities in alphabetical order, starting with Atlanta, Georgia, and running through to Wichita, Kansas. The next column provides the magnetic variation east or west of that location for aligning the compass. Then a column with the latitude of those cities so that the user can select the closest setting for 35, 40, or 45 degrees. At this point, the Sunwatch would give a pretty good reading of local apparent time. But it also provides the 2 steps needed to convert that to standard time or clock time. This column provides a time correction in minutes for the longitude of the selected city with respect to its time zone's meridian. If located east of that meridian, it has a minus sign, and if west, a plus sign. The last column is a tabulation of the equation of time with plus and minus minute values through the year. Though the values are 100 years old, they're still quite close for today's use. Adding and or subtracting the minutes from these 2 columns will approximate clock time. If you want to learn more about these 2 corrections, you could watch my videos on longitude and the equation of time. Notably missing here from the original instructions is the mention of daylight saving time. Daylight saving time in the U.S. was used during World War I, but then not again until World War II, so it did not apply in the 1920s. The Ansonia Clock Company went bankrupt during the Great Depression, but supposedly made 5 versions of the Sunwatch. 1 for Canada, Australia, New Zealand, 2 for the U.S. market, and this one for the United Kingdom and Ireland. We can see that the list of cities begins with Aberdeen and includes Dublin, London, Cardiff, etc. Their latitudes are further north compared to the U.S., so the hour lines on the dials are for 51, 54, and 57 degrees. The gnomon, by the way, is overextended in this photo. I think this was a great tool for learning about sundials and time, and it continues to be relevant today. And thanks for letting me share it with you.